Today on Simply Ann, we are making a birthday card, and here it is. It's got a fun background, which I will show you how to make in this week's episode. And the stamp is kind of the star of the show. This one says, "Hope your birthday is as amazing as you are," and I'm featuring some really awesome birthday stamps, so stay tuned. We have two main things today: the birthday cheer stamp. I know I don't have the packaging with me, but here is the stamp. Here's a little bit closer look at it. They're pretty good size stamps, and they also have a few small, tiny little stamps. You'll see some candles. And the I love the design of all the words on here. They're all different fonts. They're all different kind of sizes. This one's a favorite of mine, and they've got just little pictures here. So we also have the Sunshine and Shadows paper pack. There's 12 papers in here, and on the back you'll see a picture of each of the papers, some project ideas. Alright, so we have the Sunshine and Shadows papers and the birthday cheer stamp set, so let's get started. So the first thing I've done is I've used the 4 lacy rectangle frames cutting dies. Now these aren't in the bundle, but they are available separately. So I used this one right here, and that's cut out this pretty frame from the yellow and white paper. And the cutting dies work with most any die cutting machine. Mine is an Epic 6. If you've watched me before, I've used it plenty of times. So I've cut out this frame, and I've cut out this matching paper to fit inside the frame, and this is going to be for my greeting. My greeting is, hope your birthday is as amazing as you are, and it's going to be this one right here. I love all the sayings on here. Let me just read them. It says, "From morning till night, may your birthday be fun and bright. Wishing you a great big happy birthday. The more candles, the bigger the wish. So many reasons to celebrate." This one actually could be not just birthday, but other occasions. Hope your birthday is as amazing as you are. Start each day like it's your birthday. That one's fun. You are the perfect reason to party. Have a fantastic, fun birthday filled with friends and tons of gifts. And then, of course, just happy birthday here. So, really fun sayings on there. Alright, back to the card. I have my stamp here on an acrylic block. And this is what I'm going to stamp on. And I'm going to emboss it with white embossing powder. And I'm going to use my Versamark ink pad. Ink up the stamp really good. And stamp right in the center. Okay. Now it's clear ink, so you won't be able to see it until I sprinkle on this embossing powder. This is some white embossing powder. Shake that off. And there is the image with the embossing powder. And now I just have to take my heat tool and emboss that. Okay, so the image is already embossed, and I have glued the frame onto the image, and this is ready to go on the card. So I'm going to set that aside, and I'm going to take my other papers here, and what I'm going to do is cut a bunch of squares from these papers, and those are going to become my background. It's going to be kind of a checkerboard pattern. So I'm going to cut an inch and a quarter squares, a bunch of, just a variety of patterns, and they're going to go on my card. I'll be right back. Alright, so here are my inch and a quarter squares, and I just have a pile of them. I'll cut more if I need more, but I've got my 6.5 inch by 5 inch card here, and what I've done is that I've drawn a line just with a ruler from corner to corner, and then I went from this corner and I drew it intersecting this line at a right angle, and that's important because that's my guide for gluing my squares down. My greeting here is going to go probably on this left side here, so just keeping that in mind. And all of these squares are all the other patterns except for this yellow pattern, since I didn't want that to blend in. So what I'm going to do, and you can kind of guess, is I'm going to start here at the intersection, glue that down, another square, and just try to make sure that the patterns don't touch the same pattern on any side. And I mean, you could do a pattern if you want, or you could just do random, but this is basically what I'm going to cover my card with. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, and I'll come back with a finished card background. So I ended up using a pattern anyway. I am now going to just trim off all the edges here and these white spots. I'm going to see if I can fit these triangles up on the top. This might have enough to go on this side. So you get the idea. So I will fill in the blank spots after I trim off all of the excess using my craft knife and a ruler. Alright, so here's my finished card front. As you can see, it sort of looks like I made my own background paper because of all the squares. So I left just a tiny bit of white in between each square. And now I'm going to continue on with my card. I have a piece of this wide crepe ribbon. This is the Sunshine and Shadows ribbon set that you can also purchase separately. So I'm going to attach this to my card using zips. These are adhesive strips. So this ribbon I have is about 1.5 inches wide. So I'm going to take a strip of my zips, and you can kind of see there's that glossy line of glue going down the middle. So I just cut about 1.5 inches. See if it's about the right size. Yep. That's gonna go in the middle on the side of my card, just at the very edge. Press it down, peel off the backing. Next, take your ribbon and just make sure it's on straight-ish, and press it down to your zips line, your zip line. And then you can go ahead and turn over your card and trim off the excess, and your ribbon is now attached to that edge. And you just repeat the exact same thing for the other edge. Now that that part's finished, I'm going to take my full length of the black and white dot ribbon. This is 3 feet. It comes in the ribbon set. You don't need all 3 feet, but this is just for an example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a bow with the ends of this full ribbon. Let me scoot that away. So first, just tie a knot just like this, and then to make the dots end up on the outside, I'm going to need to twist my ribbon twice, and this is kind of a semi-advanced little trick here. So make a loop with the dots facing outward, okay, and then with the other end you're going to cross over, but you're going to have to twist this so that the dots are again facing outward. Cross over that loop. Now you have this end here behind. You got to twist it one more time before you go and put the loop back through. And if I just tighten this a little bit, hope I have my ends long enough. Alright, so I have all the dots sides showing here, and that's just a little trick. So now that I have this, so I have the ends and I have the bow right here, that's going to be glued onto my card kind of like this. And my greeting is going to have foam tape on it. It's going to be glued right here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that up. Now I'm almost done with my card. I just need to add a couple of these really pretty adhesive pearls, which are also available on Paper Wishes. They're not too expensive and you get a good amount on each package. So I'm going to go ahead and place these and be done. And that was super easy. So now I am finished with my card. So I just have 3 here and here and then 1 on this side to balance it out. And I'm leaving this inside blank for your imagination, but here is the finished product. I hope you guys like it. Stay tuned for today's bundle offer, and thanks for watching. I'll see you again next week. In the bundle are the Birthday Cheer stamp set, and here they are. I love this stamp set, and it's really easy to make a card with these because you need pretty much just the stamp and then maybe a ribbon or the background pattern paper, and that's pretty much it. So they make it really easy for you to make birthday cards, and cards are usually made for birthdays, I think more than any other occasion, so these are really handy. Sunshine and Shadows paper pack. This comes with 12 papers and of course project ideas on the front and back. And the papers themselves are gorgeous. They have black and white and gray plus touches of yellow. So here's a corner flourish. By the way, these are not double-sided in case you were wondering. Really pretty patterns. I love this one, the yellow on white, very delicate white dot. Yellow and gray tapestry. And a classic black and white tapestry. So those are all 6 of the designs you'll get, but you'll be getting 2 of each of these sheets in this paper pack. So there we have the Sunshine paper pack, the Birthday Cheer greetings stamp set.